Welcome, welcome. I guess I take off my mask at this point. Sometimes I forget the order of how I do that. Welcome. He's okay. Welcome. I'm here with this man. He's the real deal. He ain't a snack. He's the whole ass meal. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Pepito. Pepito.
Hello. ¿Qué pasó?
How are you? Pepito, how are you?
I'm so good.
Thank you. That's great to hear because you're the dude for episode 48, food.
Hi, my name is so-and-so, and I'll be taking care of you today.
Can I take your order?
2 cheeseburgers, 2 large fries, and a shake.
He must be a fearless cook. He must be a fearless cook. Eat everything.
I hate the aristocracy, man.
With its landmark caverns, Carlsbad brings in plenty of hungry travelers.
Flavortown? Shit food? You must be out of your tiny mind.
Die.
Filet? Fucking disgrace. Fucking idiot. Can I take your order?
Clean up on aisle 4.
Custard.
Do you trust a Popeyes turkey?
No. Come on.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Pepito, big show. I told you. We have a lot to get to tonight. Are you excited for this food episode?
I'm so excited. Can't you tell?
I was telling you before we started that I had a new ingenious idea that is really going to improve the flow of the show and make sure that I don't forget anything. Wait, I messed up I wanted to fire this rubber band. I thought that'd be very cool. But my new idea is a series of index cards that tell me what the show is doing. Oh man, I didn't hit the camera. So our first index card is done. Doug, don't eat that. Golly, he eats everything. I do have a series of index cards here that will remind me of all the things. Oftentimes I forget things to do on the show. Are you aware of that?
Yes, but you do a lot, so how could you remember everything?
Exactly.
All
This ship. I was telling Pepito, Caveman News, especially tonight, is very precarious, and it's like one of those houses of cards, all balanced and everything's great and it looks nice, but the slightest breeze could knock everything over and it could all fall down. And I think that's what I like about it.
The fragility.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you turn yourself up a little bit?
The fragility, the risk.
Yes,
the
absolutely.
Stakes.
This is dangerous. This is a dangerous show we're doing. And my next index card here, I have it all laid out. Sorry, I was just checking the chat. I do want to start off the show by saying Sly, the cat, I hope Sly is feeling better. I hope his health improves. So this show is dedicated to Sly. We love you. We hope you're getting better.
Get well soon, Sly.
Absolutely.
Just
I
really
have.
heard.
Can we get a let's go Sly in the chat? That would be really neat if we could.
Let's
I
go,
would enjoy it.
Sly. Let's go, Sly.
Yeah, hopefully. But okay, my next. Yes, we got a let's go Sly from Cinderoni. Thank you very much, Cindy.
Cinderoni in the chat.
You are essential to this show, and we thank you very much. My next index card here. See, we have so many things to get through. This next one, I was telling Pepito, I went to Reddit to try to figure out how to improve our stream, our technology.
Yes.
And I sometimes things stutter, or if you're a new viewer to Caveman News, sometimes things fall apart. Sometimes the computer freezes up and things don't work. So I went to Reddit and I said, hey, should I get a new processor so that my computer processes better? I don't know anything about computers. Do you, Pepito?
No.
Yeah, it's
I refuse to.
same here. I'm an analog guy. If it's not on a cassette tape, it's very difficult for me. So this has been a year of learning. I just turn off my TV there. But I did ask the people at Reddit if I should get a new processor. I said, should I get an i8? And they said to me that saying you want an i8 processor doesn't make sense. And it's like saying you want a Honda car. And you know what? I don't know anything about cars either. So that was kind of useless to me. So if any Reddit people are watching tonight, I'm sorry. I don't understand what a processor or a car is, really.
Bold.
Okay. And this next card I have here is a response. We got a comment on YouTube for our last episode.
Yes.
That's pretty rare. People don't comment to us, so I take note when they do. I think one of our last comments was from Mech Soul, and they told us things that we should check out in El Paso while we were there for El Paso month. And I took it to heart. We covered all the things that they mentioned. So the comments, I love to read them, at least for now. Maybe if eventually people start commenting more often, I'm going to get very bored with it. And hello, Soy Teresa in the chat says hello. Hello to Soy Teresa.
Soy Teresa in the chat.
Nice to have her. But the YouTube comment we got last week was on our boxing episode, and I was very intrigued. I was like, oh, somebody has something to say about our boxing episode. Let's see what it is. And I opened it, and the only thing the comment said was bad audio. So to that commenter, I think it was called something like Golden Boxing Productions or something. Sounded like somebody who just found us because they were searching for boxing, and YouTube led them to our thing. So I just want to say, if Golden Productions Boxing or whatever their name was, if they're watching now, yeah, the audio is bad. I agree. So that covers that index card. And speaking of boxing, did you watch the Tyson fight that we talked about last week?
I had my back turned to it because I was making that beat, but when I realized it wasn't really a fight.
It wasn't?
Or much of a fight. Like there were rules, like Jake Paul couldn't uppercut or something. I don't know.
I didn't know any of that.
I saw the girls because that my mom was grossed out by her split open eyebrow.
Oh, there's a lady fight?
Yeah.
and somebody
Before
got cut open.
she had a big open wound on her eyebrow.
Jeez Louise. That's why you can't do uppercuts. That's dangerous. But yeah, I just wanted to say I don't care if Mike Tyson lost that fight. I did look up the results and I saw that he lost in a decision. And I just want to say Tyson's like almost 60 years old or whatever. And he didn't get knocked out. And to me, that's a victory. So in my mind, Mike Tyson won that fight because he was able to at least survive with a man half his age. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Am I making sense there?
It made a lot of sense.
So Mike Tyson, this one's to you. In Caveman News's eyes, you are a winner, at least in that fight. Cinderoni in the chat says, I agree. Mike definitely wins. So take that. I can't remember which Paul brother was in that fight, but I
Paul
just want to
won.
say, huh?
Paul won. Like
No,
number
he
one.
didn't.
No, like
Mike?
number 1 and 2. Like Paul number
yeah,
1, Paul
yeah.
number 2. Paul.
Whichever one. I just want to say, here and now, the Paul brothers are not invited to be on Caveman News. If Mike Tyson wants to come on, I'm all for it. What do you say?
Sure. You know they're wanting to come on here.
Yeah, Soy Trees in the chat says she only cares about Shirt Brothers.
Yes.
Do you remember that? I think you should leave sketch. That one was pretty good. Shirt Brothers. Yeah, so there's the Mike Tyson update. I think I got close to hitting the camera that time. All right, it's time for my next index card. And this one says that it's time to call Sean Norris. Right?
Yes, let's call that
Okay, let's do it.
Norris. Call that Norris. Call that Norris.
575 680 50 72. Oh wait, I forgot to call. Have you call?
Oh yeah.
Dang it, we messed this up. But if he answers, he answers. If he doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised. He doesn't answer a lot of the times when we call. Ay, ay, ay. Been waiting 2 weeks to hear his review of Coherence. Well, that's a bummer. I was really looking forward to hearing that. Okay. Is it going to beep? Oh. Hey, Sean. Looking forward to your movie review. All right, whatever. Once again, maybe we need a new movie reviewer. What do you think?
Why not? We could have multiple movie reviewers, and maybe one day he'll come back to it.
Yeah, yeah. One of the things I was going to ask him is he texts me on the Caveman News number, and he texts me every now and then, and I thought it was spam messages at first, but I think it's real messages that he's choosing to send out, and it's inviting us to join Acorns Investing. You familiar with that?
Yeah, it's like a app for investing money or something.
Yeah, I don't know anything, but I was really looking forward to asking him what he invests in, you know? He's like trying to get us to join him in investing. Well, what does he invest in? And that just made me think, Pepito, I think it's time for your finance update. So, what do you have any financial news update as the sitting, reigning financial expert for Caveman News. What is the financial scoop this week?
The sustainability tops the NRA's, no, not that NRA, but their 2025 menu trends.
Damn. Okay, you heard it here first, folks.
The National Restaurant Association.
Oh, okay. Now, which one of these buttons is going to stop playing that music? Hang on, I'm going to have to get out the magnifying glass. Okay. Got it. All right. Well, thank you very much, Pepito. That is... do you have the chat pulled up?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think that thing that Soy Teresa put in the chat is? I can't
boxing
tell.
glove.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
A purple boxing glove.
Ooh la la. Yeah, I just see like a purple blur. I can't tell what it is. And it has a yellow outline around it. It's very pretty. Okay, now we get 3 of them. So that clears it up. Pepito, since we're sitting here on your close-up screen, it seems as though we should take advantage and let's get Pepito's yes, thank you very much. That is close. I have the return of a segment called Pepito Explains Comics from the Newspaper. I can't remember what year this is. I think 1952. Are you ready to see the comic that you are sentenced to explaining?
Yes. I'm
okay,
ready.
let's go. Let's get that clock. I got the clock right here. Here we go. You ready? Tell me when to start.
Start.
And read it, please.
I suppose if I was intelligent and went to college like you, I would have enjoyed the game.
Okay. So what do you think?
That she was upset with his reaction to her reaction to a college game. That she explains that she was not into it because she had not gone to college. It's kind of
okay. So is that funny?
Nah.
I
Not
didn't
me.
think so. This is a comic called Laugh a Day.
Ugh.
Where are we at on the timer? Okay, you still got 16 seconds or so. Is there anything else that you can make sense of?
Q College. They went to the QAnon game on the 52. See, they went to Quahog.
Okay. Wait. Oh, because they got Q? I didn't even notice that. The Q thing. That's like QAnon. Are they QAnon?
Yeah, well, it's like
that could be. Well, maybe that explains it. I'm not sure. Let's go back to our main screen here. All right.
Thank you.
So that covers today in comic news. Boom.
Perfect.
All right.
Another banger.
I got one last one of things we need to cover before we get to the bulk of the show where the real action is. And there's something I forgot to bring up on last week's episode. Remember we were talking about the Golden Gloves?
Yes.
Well, I had an article all about, I don't think, maybe I brought this up and I completely forgot about it, but were you aware that they did free training for that Golden Gloves tournament?
No.
They did. If you were one of the first people to sign up, they offered free training to Carlsbad boxers. So that could have been your in.
Right. Free and healthy.
Because I'm more of the promoter type, but I think you could have been great with a little bit of training, especially if it was free. Soy Teresa says she's on her phone and can't see or type as good. And that's just, I know. Oof, I almost hit the camera that time. I think we're ready you see, those are all yellow cards because that they signified
I'm saying Ocean Avenue.
Okay. Soy Teresa says, I don't know what I missed, but I see a Sly mention. Thank you for your Sly thoughts, Cinderoni. And yes,
Get well,
as
Sly.
as was said before Nico joined the stream, or Soy Teresa, excuse me. Before that, this episode is dedicated to Sly, and we all hope that he's doing nice and good. But all of those cards were my yellow cards indicating things that need to be said at the top of the show. And now I'm here at a pink card. We are ready for things to actually start. What do you think of my new system, the index cards?
Yeah, they make me think of musicians.
Oh, wow. Why?
Your yellow card, and then
the band?
Yeah. If I can hang you now, it lasts forever.
Damn, dude, if you
Is that a violinist?
yeah, I do remember a violinist, but if you
You do swing
shoved a
kicks.
grenade in my pocket and asked me to name or even hum a little bit of Yellow Card song, I could not think of one. So
I had to
that's
think
very
about it.
impressive. Huh?
I had to think hard about it.
Yeah, well, it worked.
And now
So-
you got your pink cards.
Yes, it pink card, and that means it's officially time to start.
There you go, looking pitiful, just because I let you go.
We've got a lot of buttons. I've got so many Stream Deck buttons to hit tonight. I didn't even find pictures for each button because there was just so much to get to. And let's do it. Are you ready to read?
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, a
Let's
lot of
start off.
words.
This is Eduardo.
What a cool
Remember?
tattoo.
Hello?
Like, what's Eduardo?
Eduardo. The Eduardo.
For real?
Yes, that's Eduardo. Cooking.
That's awesome.
I just
I
wanted
think I
to-
remember his elbow tat now that you say that.
Yes, exactly. We had to start the Eduardo. We had to start when we're talking about local Carlsbad cuisine, finding out that Eduardo ran a restaurant for a while.
Wow.
Absolutely had to include it. And if you're one of the people who watches this stream and you're not aware of who Eduardo is kind of the godfather of our generation of Carlsbad DIY punk type stuff. He had the venues that gave a lot of people their sides. I saw Pepito's band Edgar play at Eduardo's warehouse so many times. It was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah. And you and CJ opened.
Well, yes.
Or introduced, or we were a part of it.
At one of the Edgar shows, CJ and I took the. I remember CJ was playing an organ type thing.
Like a hand pumped organ.
Yeah, a little hand pumped organ, and I was playing something else, and we played, and your band Edgar entered the warehouse. We like played your walk up music, and then you came in and grabbed your instruments and fucking melted our faces with your sickness. So
The freedom that Eduardo afforded us.
yes, absolutely. And here's another picture of Eduardo,
Whoa.
and he ran the Spanish Inn. I don't know. I never went there. I wish I had, though. So
Badass.
shout out to Eduardo. This episode is also dedicated. This episode's dedicated to Sly and Eduardo.
Sly and the Eduardo. Stop.
Yes. All right, here we go. Next one. Who's that?
Oh, Pete.
Pete the chef with his salute to labor. Pete, I would see that face all the time. Was it on a building?
Yeah, behind the Moose Lodge.
Yes, absolutely.
The alley of the Iron Butterfly.
Oh my god, your favorite spot.
Many free piercings were given to underage kids.
Yes, of course. It's a decadent time to be. Yeah, so that's our first piece of Pete the Chef. Shout
Salute
out
to
to
labor.
Salute. I love that. I love
To
the
labor.
salute to labor. Do you want to see the first appearance of Pete the Chef in our local newspaper, the Current Argus?
Okay. Yes, I do.
Perfect. Thank you.
Go see Pete.
Well,
Pete.
what do you think? He looks so different.
Yeah, that doesn't look like the Pete I recognize. From
1958.
Pete Panagopoulos.
I'm
Cool.
sure if Sean were here, he'd be amazed. Just like when Robert Pattinson had a beard in that one movie.
It's like
Here's a rare Pete the Chef with a beard. And
nah, dude. Nah, that's
you
not
read
Pete.
this?
I started growing this beard at the suggestion of a few friends. They thought I should get into the Elks board growing beard growing contest. And now I am not sorry for it. It's a lot of fun just seeing how close I came to winning. It's the first time I ever did anything like this. Some see me. Deluxe Cafe.
Yeah. Okay.
Some see him. Yeah.
For sure. I have to backtrack just a little bit. I see in the chat. The chat's moving too fast. Okay, let me see. Okay. Yeah, that is what he looked like. And Cinderoni asks about tattoos. Thank you. Who's that? Is that you, Pepito?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Cinderoni and Soy Teresa are in the chat discussing tattoos.
Tattoo Doc.
Yes. Soy Teresa and CJ got matching tattoos, and Dana of Music Notes. And that also just reminded me, I have a tattoo right here. I don't think I can show it on Twitch. I think they'll kick my ass and drag me down Main Street if I take off my shirt. But I have a tattoo right here of Eduardo's three venues: the plaza, the warehouse, the church. And yeah, so I wear my appreciation of Eduardo close to my heart, wherever my heart is. I don't know.
It's beautiful, man.
I think so. And yeah, I love my my tattoos. Okay. And Soy Teresa also found, or maybe I should say producer Nico found a mention in the Current Argus of a time that Pete the Chef won a, what was it, a lottery? I'm sure she'll tell me in the chat, but I think he won $10,000. And that was just something I didn't feel we had time to get into on the show this week. But salute to Pete.
Mr. Panagopoulos.
Yes, lottery ticket.
Mr.
10 racks, says Soy Teresa. Wow.
Mr. Panagopoulos. Mr. Panagopoulos.
I've got another Panagopoulos, our last Panagopoulos Pete the Chef here. Ready?
Oh, Carlsbad Current Argus, Monday, April 3rd, 1961. Another Bolero, number one team member, Bob Alford, combined with Pete Panagopoulos of the Bolero Lanes number 2 squad to spill 1,007 pins and place in the money Class C doubles.
Wow.
What a
So he was a bowler as well.
The Bolero.
He chefed, he won the lottery, what couldn't he do?
Mr. Panagopoulos.
I know. I'm a huge fan. Oh yeah. Okay. Now it's time to talk about the chili cook-off.
Yeah.
Were you ever? Did you ever enter the chili cook-off?
My mom did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that all? What was it like? Did she win? Did she?
No. There was so many people that entered. And
Yeah.
she took the concept of chili like to a more actual chili.
Yeah.
and,
She's real.
and I think it was more of a basic regular chili kind of chili contest.
Yeah.
I was little. I think I was like running around.
I bet you were.
I don't understand any of it.
Nah. I don't think I ever went to the chili cook-off because, as people who know me know, and as I've mentioned a few times on this stream, I'm not a food guy. I don't really like it too much. So I never had interest in going to the chili cook-off, but it sounds great to me. Cinderoni in the chat says, my mom was in the chili cook-off one year with her coworkers at Carlsbad Medical Center.
That's cute.
That is cute. And that's great that Cindy mentioned that, because our first chili cook-off little excerpt here. You ready to read it?
Yes, sir. I will definitely. All right. Sunday, June 17th, 2001. Albert Salcido feeds chili to his wife, Elva, at the Carlsbad Medical Center booth, while their son, Dylan, watches on Saturday at the chili cook-off in Carlsbad. The employees of the medical center displayed their uniqueness with an IV bag full of salsa near their...
Yeah, I think I cropped that one a bit bad, but
chili table.
I do love Cinderoni says, dude, I wonder if this was the medical center that Soy Teresa was just talking about it. That salsa thing was my mom's idea.
Wow.
Cinderoni's mom invented the salsa IV. That rules.
Salsa IV invented.
Oh wait, but she did it years before that.
Oh.
Here's a
yeah.
Ooh, Brother Binks in the chat. Welcome, Brother Binks. Sponsored. My font is all big. Sponsored something, and my friend Cody's dad owned CD 104. So I used to work the cook-off and sell bottled Cokes. Well, salud, Brother Binks.
Yes, salud. ¿Cómo estás?
Now, let's see some more chili. I think this is another chili cook-off. You ready?
Carlsbad Sunday, June 17, 2001, the pie eating contest was, without a doubt, one of the more popular audience events this year. The rules: pick a partner. The man sits at the table and puts his hand behind his back. The woman stands behind the man with a spoon in hand and a blindfold on. She feeds him, and whoever eats the most pie at the end wins. This year's prize was a new television. 6 teams squared off with in this year's gorging fest. By the end, David Lopez and Michelle White were bites ahead of the competition. The two hadn't even planned to compete. It was the last minute, Lopez said. She was walking by, and I said I needed a partner. Lopez let White keep the television, but said he had a blast winning. That was some good pie, he said. I wanted the rest of it.
That's so romantic.
Yeah.
And what a gentleman to give his partner the TV. I hope they got married.
Oh, a romance was sparked.
Absolutely.
Carlsbad, current artist, Thursday, July 16th, 1987. Wow, the day before I was born.
Wow.
Eating competitions are scheduled for those with major league egos or cast iron stomachs, whichever. A hot dog eating competition is slated for 1 p.m., a jalapeno eating contest at 2 p.m., and apple pie eating at 3 p.m. Anyone could basically walk in and enter prior to the start of the contest, Sauer said.
What do you think about that? What let me see. Okay. which competition would you enter? The hot dog eating, the jalapeno eating, or the apple pie? What do you
I
think you could do?
I tried one to win a lowrider bicycle. The same place they did the jalapeno one at the Civic Center where you saw Merle and met Merle Haggard.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I entered the sugar cookie eating contest and I couldn't do it. I thought I could do it, but I wanted a lowrider bicycle really bad.
Yeah.
But I
God, that'd be
couldn't.
so sick if you had a lowrider bicycle that you won by eating the most sugar cookies.
Yeah.
God. What, that'd be legendary.
Yeah.
Is that the only eating contest you've ever been in?
Yes, because I failed miserably, and I just never.
And so you decided to just quit?
Yeah, I don't have it in me to be a competitive eater. I eat slow too. I don't like to eat fast.
Brother Pink, God, Brother Binks in the chat says, R.I.P. Merle Haggard.
For real, dude.
Cinderoni says, R.I.P. to all those sugar cookies.
Right? They bring in boxes, stacks.
I was in an eating contest once,
Ooh.
but not here in glorious Carlsbad, New Mexico. I took my talents outside and I entered the pie eating contest in Cloudcroft, New Mexico at age 11 or 12 or something.
That was fun.
Yeah. It was disgusting. It was
Yeah, you
gross.
don't like food, but
No, I don't
Cloud-
like sweets especially.
how much pie did you down?
I'm not sure, but I remember
Ask
First-
Cinderoni in the
first,
chat.
second prize were taken, and then it came down to who was in third place. And myself and a woman about my age had both eaten the same amount of pies, and we were on like the next one. So we were tied in the amount of pies completed, but they gave her the prize even though I had eaten more of my current pie that we were on. She had only eaten half of the one she was working on, and I'd eaten like 3/4. So at 12 years old or whatever, I was very upset, and I thought that they only had her win because the first and second place were both men. But that was probably just my jealous nature.
Your competitive spirit.
Says, oh, says Pepito.
The sound alert buttons are different now. They're crazy. They look like your Steam controller, Stream Deck.
Stream Deck? Oh,
Yeah.
weird. That's another thing. There are different settings, different ways that we can set up the sound alerts. And I always forget to try something new because I'm never in the chat to do it, you know? So I
Yeah.
forget how it's set up. But
Dude,
whatever.
you do amazing work, man.
You do, Pepito. Jeez Louise. You're the music maestro. You're the financial expert. You really bring this show together.
Cinderoni in the chat says Cloudcroft pies are legendary.
Are they?
But Pie Town, what about Pie Town pies?
I don't know. I don't.
Remember, Margot, she used to live by Pie Town and work with goats. on
Oh
that
yeah,
goat farm.
for sure.
Little
Margo.
badass.
I tried to call her the other day.
Get her to watch.
I'm doing a lot of calling people these days because my vision is not at a point where using my phone is very easy. And I tried to call Margot the other day because I want her to come on Caveman News some week. But she didn't answer. I'm sure she was busy. But
Yeah.
it'd be great to have Margot on here.
Hell yeah.
I would love it. All right, here's the next one.
Oh, Carl's Becker on Thursday, July 16th, 1987. A hat contest will be judged beginning at 4 p.m. with prizes given to the ugliest and best hats worn.
This
That's
gets into the food episode because this was talking about things that happened at the chili cook-off. But when I read that there was a hat contest, I instantly thought of Pepito with your slick hat that you have on now. You have your crown. You're
Or
You're-
the combination of the two, which is the visor crown.
exactly.
Ooh. Damn.
Brother Binks in the chat says, "Ugliest hat was my nickname in high school."
Oh,
And there was
hand
another time.
That's those two.
Oh wait, did I think Brother Binks once said that Ham Pounder was his nickname in high school as well?
He had a lot of nicknames.
I guess so. I love nicknames. I've had quite a few.
Just depending on the time and place.
Nicknames that you hated.
What?
Pepito, have you ever had any nicknames that you hated?
No, but remember they used to call that one girl Stephanie. And
Oh yeah, Stephanie Jewell.
oh,
Shout out to her. They
Yeah.
just did the
Hey, Stephanie.
they just did the 20-year reunion for my high school class, and I looked at I couldn't attend, unfortunately, and I looked at all the photos on Facebook, and Stephanie Jewell was all over the place in those photos. She was having a blast. It looked like a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. Fuck, there's a sound alert.
Yeah. And Soy Treese in the chat says that was her name, and she was a sweetie. So
Yeah, she was super cute.
that was her name. You know what her nickname was? At least in middle school. Curly Joe. But
Oh,
that's something we should have gotten to in our aliases episode. We've already covered aliases. That's the past. We're beyond that. Brother Binks just got us into it by bringing up nicknames, and that derailed my train of thought because I can't think too straight. You ready for the next one?
totally ready. And fascinating.
Oh, wait. This one is a lot of text, and
Okay.
it's very, what is this, 1954? The
Bah.
newspapers early are not scanned as well, and it's not great font, but I will just summarize this is March 31st, 1954, and the headline is "Half Order of Teeth, No Gag for Carlsbad Chef." And this story is basically that he swallowed part of his dentures or like a plate or something while he was drinking a beer. Like some of his fake teeth slid down his throat.
Somehow out gurgling down his throat with the beer. Grant
Yeah.
seems none the worse for his unintentional circus performance. He says the false teeth are still stuck in his chest. He can feel them.
And basically it says that they're going to wait until Friday and hope that he passes them. And if not, he's going to have surgery. So that's very sad.
Are those his teeth in the photo that I can barely make out?
No.
It's like the only part of the picture that you can see.
Yeah.
And his cool hat.
I think this is something producer Nico tipped me off to as well. So credit to her.
Are those the teeth lodged in his chest?
Some could be. All right. Here we go. Wait. Oh, wait. That's not a button. I think I just have one more here.
Oh no. Carlsbad, Current Argus, Wednesday, June 3rd, 1981. Editor's note, this is the last in a 52-part series of recipes from the book, The Husband's Cookbook.
Wow. How cool is that? The husband's cookbook.
Sounds awful. What does that even mean?
That means that's husbands learning how to provide and not leaving all the cooking to women.
Open can of spam.
Oh, no. Not spam.
Eat said contents.
So that covers the food talk I wanted to do. Let's see if I can get a good throw here. Ooh, I hit the camera. I hope it came right at the lens.
Conda.
Yeah.
Toss no mas.
Oh, I'm going to clean it all up when we're done here.
I heard you earlier. Don't eat that.
Oh my gosh. I'm always, yeah. When I threw the first index card, Doug, because he's passed out and asleep, and the index card almost hit him, and he jumped up and like, huh? What's this? So I had to make sure I told him, don't eat that. It's just paper. Pepito.
Uh-huh.
That was my pink card, which means all I have left are blue cards now.
Ooh.
And these are cards for closing out the show.
Like
Are you going to miss it?
Like a soccer ref now with your yellow cards and your blue cards.
Yes. Soy Trees in the chat says, my embarrassing son, in reference to Doug.
Oh,
And he is completely passed out. I wish I could take the camera and aim it right here for a second, because he looks so adorable passed out. But
her loyal, dedicated son.
it is time to start wrapping the show up. And for my first blue card, I have a game for us to play to figure out what the topic for next week is going to be. And this was a suggestion from producer Nico. And let me see. I have a piece of paper here somewhere. I might have lost it. Oh, nope. I see it as I flip through my big notebook. Pepito.
Yes. Ooh, Hangman.
Hangman.
I see the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters.
Yes. So, do you have your first guess? This will unveil what the topic for next week is.
A.
Let me see. Okay. Got that.
Give me a vowel.
You got your vowel.
Awesome. 1A. This is for the next week's topic.
Yes.
C.
Okay. Hold on.
Hang
on.
Numbers.
I gotta do this right.
Nice numbers.
Thank you.
Nice numbers.
Okay. That's a torso.
Oh.
I don't want to do the head first. I figured the head would be last.
Where did the man and the hangman get so detailed?
I know. I was thinking about it earlier, and I was like, I don't want to just do stick figure. I want to do a real ass guy. I think that adds gravity to the situation.
And it makes this hangman more memorable to me, I guess.
Exactly. Hang on. Brother Bink says I have to go because my roommate Jake doesn't think I'll do the dishes because he doesn't believe me and never has.
Write a song about it.
Teresa says, "Wow, Jake! Wow!
Why don't you write a song about that, Brother Binks?"
Exactly. We gotta play one of Binks's songs.
Well, he'll write that one, and we'll air it next week.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
my roommate thinks I won't wash the dishes. My roommate thinks I won't wash.
Okay.
See, K.
All right. Let's see.
He's drawing something. Oh God. Okay. Aquaman. Let's see. CKAY. J.
All right. J.
The first guy. Man. Damn. So God. You.
All right. All right. Okay.
Damn. I
All right. Mm-hmm.
have a full statue of David.
I know.
Oh, cool. Damn, that doesn't help. Let's see. R.
All right.
This is a long one.
What?
Nice numbers.
Nice numbers.
You. Wait,
All right.
no. I said that. Damn it.
Oh yeah, you do
Oh.
have a.
Oh.
All right.
Just draw the head already.
Let's see. You're very dangerously close to
In. Letter N, as in nowhere.
You already
Nowhere
know
street.
You know what it is.
Fraction, action. T.
All right.
Just hit right.
Food, I like a good spicy bowl of noodles like laksa or
What
pho.
was it?
Or if it's alive, it's good. If it's alive, it's good.
Oh. Or T.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh, cool.
You have
Is that
on the
Glendale?
mind. Can you not guess what that is? Are you not a Wheel of Fortune head?
No. I mean, what is it? Fraction?
Yep, it's faction. We're talking factions. Okay, news next week. Jeez Louise.
Lactation. Let's see.
I'm getting all hung up on my wires.
Oh, cool.
Next week on Caveman News, we are discussing fashion. So,
We sup up a fashion, oh, whatever.
so there's our hangman card. All right. Yes, that is going to be sick. And there's a possibility you might not be able to make it for next week.
Yeah, I'm
You
going.
have a family stuff that you are required to take care of. That is
Exactly.
understandable.
My huge family obligations.
So Cinderoni in the chat says that's going to be sick. Fashion. I'm really excited. I found a good fashion story while looking at chili cook-off stuff. I mean, technically the hat contest could have been fashion related story, you know?
Yeah. I would have had the hat that would have took both the prize. It would have been too ugly and
too nice. You know what I need? I need a hand mirror.
Ooh, yeah.
And then I could angle the mirror so that you could see Doug being all sleepy without
sick.
having to move the camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put that in the budget for Caveman News to invest in a mirror for me. And okay, then yeah, I think that does it for this week. Pepito, it's been great.
Thank you.
And I want to remind everybody that we are Twitch and maybe streaming in general's most dangerous and fucked up stream. Right?
Yeah. The most fucked up and dangerous stream.
We are the most dangerous.
You's a fool, baby. What's wrong with you, man? Sick.
Thank you, Twando. All right, Pepito. Let's close this out. Let's get a jam going.
Yeah.
Get well soon, Sly.
Yes. Thank you, Sly.
Why is good?
Thank you.